Okay, let's step into the big garden here. Right along the edge of this path. I'm going to come over the fence, so do this carefully and don't mess anything up. Just over the fence you'll see on the right side this stuff, which is parsley. Parsley is related to another plant that you know very well and eat, and that's carrot. With carrot, you know, we eat a swollen taproot. With parsley, we use the leaves as a source of flavoring. The type of plants, that type of plant where you use the leaves for flavoring is called an herb. So parsley is an herb, and well, you know what herbs are. But as a definition, it's where you use the leaves as the flavoring. Now here's an example here of dill, and we've got a big patch of dill here. This is also related to carrot. So parsley, carrot, and dill are all in the same family. But in the case of dill, what we use is the seed often for flavoring. This dill seed then, because it's a seed and not a leaf, is actually considered a spice. So a spice is a part of a plant that we use for flavoring, but it's not the leaf. It's the seeds, or in the case of, say, cinnamon, it's the bark, or it could even be the roots of a plant. So herb, spice. Now if you use dill leaves, I suppose you could call that an herb. But anyway, they're all the same plant. Now I also want to show you over here behind you a couple of different types of salad greens. These are both kale, but they are two different species. This is more like a Russian or Siberian kale, and this is the dinosaur kale. But what I want you to notice on these things, these are both situations where we are eating the leaf. So here we have down here a petiole and then the blade of the leaf. When we take a look at the dinosaur kale, there's really no petiole. The blade is attached directly to the stem. So here we have what's called a sessile leaf that we're eating, and here we have a leaf with a petiole, so it's not sessile. The other thing that you may remember me talking about with these plants is that the leaf attachment isn't alternate and it's not opposite, it's whorled around the main stem. Right next to the kales is a small bed of turnips. Turnip is very closely related, same genus and possibly even the same species as kale, although I don't quite remember. But instead of eating the leaves like we do with kale, we eat the swollen taproot. Okay, and lastly I want to show you beans. Beans are another example of a fruit that we eat. Beans, a fruit? Yes. Remember that fruit is the ovary wall and the seeds inside. So here we have a snap bean or a green bean, and this part that we eat, the fleshy pod, is actually the ovary wall, and inside are the seeds. If you eat navy beans or kidney beans or whatever, it's the same species, but what we've done is let the pods get mature, so they're very tough and fibrous. We break them open and just take the seeds out. But this pod and the seeds inside are a bean fruit.